It's everyone's dream to earn extra money outside their 9 to 5 job. Whether you are working from home or you are going to office, outside, inside, doesn't matter where you work. If you are working full time, it is very hard to earn extra money outside, and not everyone can do it. So how you could do it? How you could use your knowledge and experience in technology industry and use that knowledge and experience to build some extra income, and not only this income, make some extra wealth. And that is the topic of this video. Hello, my name is Avkash, and I am excited to share how to generate wealth as an angel investor outside your 9 to 5 job. Today in this video we are going to cover few key topics. Very first, how you could meet the requirement for being an accredited angel investor, how you could allocate your capitals for angel investment, how you are going to build your own investment strategy or investment thesis, how you will generate the deal flow for yourself, and once the deal started flowing, how you are going to analyze those deals so that you could make your decision to invest or not. Once the investment starts happening, and after some time, how you are going to develop your own portfolio analysis and performance. You need a strategy to analyze your own portfolio and check your performance, how to build your key metrics and follow them, and based on your analysis, tweak your strategy wherever it needs, apply new things as needed, learn about more new market, and diversify your investment. Bottom line, your objective is to find some really great deals where you could get your return from 100x all the way to 1000x or even more. So how you could do that? It's going to take some time and persistence. However, the time and investment is all worth it. Before we start our journey in this video, I just want you to make sure that this video is applicable to those who are accredited investors. So who are accredited investors? There are several ways you could define it, but minimum you have to make $200,000 yearly, at least 2 years in a row. If you are single or if you are married, then you have to make about $300,000 yearly for 2 years in a row to be considered as an accredited investor. The other option is that if you have over $1 million worth of assets outside your primary home, then you are also considered as an accredited investor. So please look into the guideline depending on which platform you are trying to participate as an angel investor, and you will get a lot more information about that. So to take advantage of investing as an angel investor, you have to be accredited investor, and once you meet this need, everything in this video is going to be applicable to you. Once you met the accredited investors requirement, the next step is to arrange the capital so that you could use that capital in your angel investment. In most cases, you will be using your hard-earned saving. However, if you could get that money from someone else who could trust you, that will work as well. There could be several ways you could start using your capital. I have my own way to share with you, and you can take a look. You could start with $50,000 of your saving, which you could split it into two different buckets, $25,000 each. Use first $25,000 to invest in at least 1 year. Try to invest in from 8 to 12 different startups depending on what is your investment strategy. Evaluate your performance quarterly and then make adjustment as needed, and do exactly the same in the second year. Startups are long-term business model. They take 6 to 10 years to really achieve the significant return what you are looking for. The way startups progress happens, it is very much possible that the between 8 to 20 investment you have done in first 2 years, you will have an idea what your portfolio performance is. And based on your portfolio performance, you will understand whether you are meeting your angel investment goals or not. If depending on what your performance and metrics are, you can adjust your strategy and you can keep going. Next in our list is to build your own investment strategy or investment thesis. For every angel investor, it is very important to have your own investment strategy. You can learn it while working with somebody, or you can go through with several investors profile and you can learn from them. However, you have to have your own strategy which you are comfortable with. Very first thing, you need to understand which particular markets you are knowledgeable and understand much better comparative to others. These markets could be AI, data intelligence, healthcare, IoT, wellness, security, biotech, gene editing, etc., etc., etc. Depending on your knowledge and experience, please select few markets and try to focus that majority of your investment is in those markets or the startups from these markets. Then you figure it out which rounds where you are more comfortable investing into. In order to have very high returns, you have to invest as early as possible. However, joining any startup at very early stage, you also introducing higher risk to your investment. So make sure you adjust your portfolio properly and design in a way that you have few deals in very early stage as well as few deals in very good stage where you have managed your returns as well as the risk properly. You also need to have a very good understanding of startup valuation depending on which market they are and which rounds they are investing. And based on the valuation, you need and your funds, you need to figure it out what valuation is your sweet spot in which round. So make sure you have that numbers with you to play when a deal comes so that you could make proper decisions. When you are trying to set up few markets where you would want to invest, make sure that you distribute your portfolio in a way that few deals are hitting in each market. Do not try to invest in one single market, and diversification in different markets in different rounds at different levels and at a different valuation is always going to give you a better result. Finally, set up few evaluation metrics and calculate these metrics honestly on monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis. As frequently as you are going to evaluate them, you will have a very good understanding where you are going. If you have made mistake in past, very quickly you will have an opportunity to quickly fix it. So you can take advantage from your mistakes and do better. Finally, my suggestion for you to must have your investment strategy and try your very best to stick with it, because sticking to an strategy which you believe in will definitely going to bring the results you are looking for. Next in our list is to generate deal flow. You must have heard that every year almost tens of thousands of startups are created and tens of hundreds of $1 billion is invested worldwide. It means deals are there, investment is happening. It's just you need to find a way to get those deals coming towards you, and that's the deal flow. There are several ways you could participate in those deals. However, few easier ways are to join some of these platforms where these deals are coming more often than others. And very first example is AngelList. You participate in AngelList by joining the AngelList platform and register yourself as an accredited investor. And after that, just search for various syndicates who are active in your market. Join those syndicates and let the deals coming to you. Once deals are there, use your strategy, follow it, and invest if everything looks right to you. Besides AngelList, there are other platforms such as EquityB, Forge, Our Crowd, and there are several other micro venture investment sites which you could search and follow. I would also suggest you to follow Y Combinator and look for the companies which are being selected in Y Combinator recent rounds, and you can also look into and have your own research to find out when they are going to be graduated. And while in your search you will be able to find there are several Y Combinator funds where you can participate in those funds with some of your money, and your money will be invested into few of those Y Combinators companies as well. So that's another way to participate in some hot deals. After you have got a deal flow model working, deals will be coming to you, and now it's the time when you are going to check if this deal makes sense to you, right, according to your investment thesis, and then you are going to make decision. I do have a video which you could also watch, which explains how you could understand the deals coming out from AngelList platform and apply your investment thesis to figure it out if this deal works for you or not. Please evaluate your deal based on which round it is, how much money is being raised, whether it's common or preferred, what is the method of investment, is a safe convertible notes or equity. Please look for setup fee, carry, the deal size, the allocation given to your syndicate lead. Once you have those markers understood, look into market, look into the team, all the leadership team if that is available, look into the founder's profile, search, make sure you feel encouraged and excited to work with, even you are not going to talk to this founder. However, because your investment is in his company, in some way you are related to him or her or them. So make sure you do these due diligence. They are very important for you. Anything and everything what is written in those AngelList deal, do some of your work too. That is very good information. You have to make your decision on that. However, you also need to look around and make sure that there is enough information also available outside which back the information what is available in those deal pages. Whether you use AngelList or you use any other platform, as due diligence is very important. It's time consuming, but it has to be done. One very important aspect I always check is where this raised amount is going to be invested. If the founder has given clear outline how the funds will be used in future, that should give you a very good idea where the company thinks the need is, so that they could go and compete with other available competition and be victorious. If that is not available, then you can ask syndicate lead to get an answer. You do have right to contact your syndicate lead or the investment lead if you have a question about an investment, and you can raise that question. It's very good, and that's part of your due diligence. If possible, please look for the competition. Please check the growth, where it's coming from, how much money is being invested to get the growth. It is organic or it is forced. Always look into. And depending on how much market and competition you understand, give some thought about what this company has, which gives this company a fighting chance or could come out as a victorious. Look around the information which is available, and I'm sure that you will be able to find some of these points which will help you to decide in either way whether you are going to invest in a deal or you are not going to invest in a deal. It's all there. So the analysis of a deal is very important, because that analysis is what gives you confidence that this deal is good and it's worth investing. Do not use emotions in your deal. Make sure your evaluation is done carefully, correctly, and you have enough data points to decide investing in a particular deal. And finally, invest in a deal if it makes sense to you. Once you have completed one deal, it's all started now. So keep doing and keep investing. Don't rush. Do only when you feel comfortable and a deal makes sense to you. After you have done few deals, as I mentioned earlier, that you have to evaluate your portfolio performance monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis. It is very much possible for a few months you may not have any traction at all. However, it will take some time and results will start appearing. Angel investment, especially in startups, is a very risky business because competition is very high and everybody who is working on these projects are smart and very competitive. But market is limited. It's not infinite. It's a finite market. It means there can only n number of players. And for that reason, some of these players will not be able to survive in those markets. And for that reason, the portfolio analysis and performance is very important. Please have some kind of strategy to analyze your portfolio performance, make some metrics and evaluate them, tweak them as needed as time goes by. Always evaluate your portfolio performance on quarterly basis based on number of investment, which markets you are doing better, which markets you are not doing better, which markets are growing better but you are not investing into, what are the hot markets where everybody is investing. Please make sure that you track your actual loss and your actual growth and what is your projected growth. That's all very important. Sometimes the new market grows and they grow significantly. So if you are not in those market, how you could start investing in those market? Is there something you could learn about it? And that's all is going to come when you honestly analyze your portfolio for its performance as time goes by. I can't say enough that how important it is for any angel investor to really honestly evaluate their portfolio performance, and that performance analysis is going to make you learn a lot, and that will also help you to tweak your strategy as needed so you could achieve your objective. Next, I would like to share few key things to remember. First thing in my list is to stick to your investment strategy or investment philosophy or investment thesis. Whatever you have created, stick to it, keep evaluating, and after if evaluation, if a change is needed, adjust those changes and then stick to it again. That is very important. Next, avoid FOMA, fear of missing out. You have only limited amount of money to invest. Deals are coming in 100 on monthly basis. It doesn't matter how much money you have, that all money will be gone very quick if you start investing in every deal, even if it makes sense to you or not. So you have to be very careful. Think a lot. Make sure you stick with your plan and don't worry about FOMA, fear of missing out. You saw a deal. Oh my God, I want to invest in this one. Looks so good. Every deal looks so good. Sometimes the deal explanation is given in a way that these deals looks really amazing. However, once you go a little more deeper and start analyzing, you will see that they look good, but actually they are not that good. So please stick to your plan and don't worry about FOMA. Keep emotions out of any deal. You don't like a market, you don't like a person, you don't like technology, emotions will not play important role in decision making. Use the data point. Use your own analysis which you have researched, and then you have data point to back your result up. So use all that information rather than emotions to guide your investment decisions. Follow the guideline, whatever you are following, what you have created, that is very important, and invest regularly. For that reason, I have suggested you to split your money. If you have 50K, start with 2-year plan, invest 25K each. If you have more than that, multiply it in the multiples and then again have a strategy. So it is very important for you to analyze and invest regularly and evaluate regularly, and that is a very important part for it. And at last, I would say that angel investment is an art. It's a lot more deeper than it look like. It requires great amount of attention. It requires great amount of thought process and every bit of luck. So now you are an angel investor. That's all, my friends. If you have enjoyed our content, please like it, share it, subscribe it. And finally, please remember, be good and do good. Thank you.